The guys backstage just taught me an expression. They said, I hope they didn't ice the kicker. I'm like, what's ice the kicker? It's like a sports expression. And it basically means doing something to get the kicker cold before they go onto the field, which I think is like having a break before you get on stage. So on January 30th of last year, an email from GeekWire caught my attention. This was the headline: CEO Tough Love, 11 tips from GeekWire Startup Day. It was the perfect headline to grab my attention. It was the middle of the day, and I was working on my startup, Glamhive. And totally expecting advice that would inspire me, instead, my heart sank. This was the first bullet point. Your life is going to suck for a long time. I started to read the supporting paragraph, and I could feel my blood pressure rise. And I quote, unless you're a trust funder or married rich, you're going to give up a lot. You will work incredibly long hours for little or no reward. My eyes just sped to the second bullet point, and it said, fail fast and cheap. Honestly, that's as far as I read. For about 2 seconds, doubt started flying through my head, and then I just thought, no deal, no way. This is not the truth. And if it is the truth, it's not going to be my truth. So I picked up my phone, and I quickly wrote my own 10 tips. And then I sent them to a friend, and I said, let me tell you something. If I ever get lucky enough to speak at GeekWire Startup Day, you can bet that the last thing that I'm going to say is, your life is going to suck, there's little or no reward, and to fail fast. This, I said in my most Oprah of moments, is what I'd say. And so I'd like to read to you the list that I wrote a year ago, my tips. Number 1, decide. Just decide that you're going to start a company and don't waste 1 second questioning that decision. 2, you will work harder than you ever have, but here's the thing. It doesn't feel like work, it feels like a labor of love. 3, zero ego, always and for everything. 4, when you're in the thick of it, just picture the outcome that you desire and let that propel you forward. 5, surround yourself with people that inspire you. Limit your time with people that suck your energy. 6, don't let the dumbheads get you down. You'll encounter them from time to time, but remember, the only person that holds the key to your success is you. Number 7, take a break sometimes. 8, encourage others and root for their success. 9, know that you are lucky. You had the ambition to start a company, an idea that you believe in, and the energy to take action. This is the American dream, to create your own success. And you're doing it. You're on the road, you're on the dance floor, you are lucky. And number 10, have fun and be optimistic. So I love the girl that wrote that list, I do. And what I want to say to her is, I love ya, and you have no idea what you're talking about. Because the thing is that I wrote these tips before any of the ideas were put to test, before waking up in the middle of the night with worry, before the not too uncommon thought of, what the heck was I thinking to start this? And what I've learned is that when things are difficult, these tips or any tips, they do not help at all. You can't just read through them and feel better. In fact, they're actually kind of annoying. All that really helps when you're on this path is to talk to other people who are on this path too. And so what I'd like to talk with you about today are the 3 most important things that I've learned between the day that I wrote that list a year ago and standing in front of you today. So first, it's about commitment. It's about making a decision and having the courage and conviction to begin. It's about having an idea that you believe in so strongly that you actually have no other choice than to try to bring it to life. For me, it really was like that, and I bet for a lot of you it's like that too. For a long time, I had the strangest and most singular obsession, and it was loyalty marketing. Loyalty marketing is, you do something, you get something. It's Alaska Airlines miles, it's Starbucks rewards, it's Nordstrom rewards. And I had this idea that if you took this kind of old idea, this proven consumer hook, and built a product around it that was beautiful and stylish, you could build a very powerful company. And so I spoke with friends about this. I spoke with colleagues. I even called the chairman of the board of one of the largest loyalty companies to present my ideas. And I saw an opportunity, and I just wanted someone, anyone, to give me a safe place to prove it out. Well, here's the thing. There is no safe place. And what hit me one day is that if I wanted this idea to come to life, I just was going to have to do it. I was in Paris on January 13th, 2013, and that was the day I made a decision to start a company. I did not know what it was going to be, I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I didn't know with whom. But on that day, I made a commitment to myself to begin. Now, lucky for me, my co-founder, Gisela Walter, was having the same realizations too. And while her journey is a bit different than mine, she too had to make that decision to leave behind the ordinary, to go for the extraordinary. So the lesson that I learned is this: just decide and commit, and don't spend any energy looking back, because the thing is, you're going to need all of your energy for what's next on my list, and that is courage. You need to have courage. It's the courage to begin, it's the courage to take action, and it's the courage to make tough decisions when things are constantly changing. It's the courage to sell your vision of the company to almost anyone who will listen: potential interns, employees, investors. And more importantly, it's the courage to keep going when you sell your vision to someone and they just do not see it. And in my experience so far, nothing has challenged my courage more than raising money. So let me share our experience with you. We started raising money about a year ago, in January of last year. And at first, I liked it. I've spent most of my career in sales, and I thought, well, it's just going to be a lot like that. Prospect, present, close, add up the numbers, hit your goal, easy peasy. Only it wasn't like that at all. A no felt authoritative. It felt like someone did have the key to our success. It felt more like a knockdown. But with each no, with each knockdown, we just got back up. We kept on going. And we started pursuing a lot of different opportunities, and then a big one showed up. It was the opportunity to present for a large investment with the Seattle Angel Conference. And this one seemed like a long shot due to a number of reasons. One was just the sheer number of companies that were going to compete, and the other was just the long process of elimination over time. The program went something like this. About 45 companies would be asked to do a 3-minute pitch. 16 companies would be asked back to do a 10-minute presentation, and then 6 would be asked back to come to the final pitch for the large investment. It was an exciting and nerve-wracking experience, but it's one that enabled our team to just keep getting up to bat, and one that required us to just keep getting better. And so we did. We got better, and ultimately we made it to the final round. I woke up on the morning of May 21st. I was prepared and nervous. I went down to the Olympic Sculpture Park in Seattle, and I practiced my pitch over and over again out loud, just pausing enough as joggers would run by me. And about 2 hours before we were to get on stage, I broke my concentration to read through my email. And I saw one from a potential investor. And it was an email to decline an investment in Glamhive. I immediately regretted looking through those emails because of that natural feeling, that knockdown feeling. But in that moment, we just grabbed our courage, we refocused, and we got back up. And so the team was great at the event. The pitch went well, and by the time we were finally all called to stage, I just was relieved. I was relieved that we had given it our all, and I was just relieved to be done. Well, to make a long story short, we won. And from there, for this part of the business, things just started to fall into place. And so when I talk about courage, I mean have it now. Have it and keep on going. Get knocked down, get back up, keep going. And this brings me to my third lesson, which is have spirit. Be and embody the spirit of your company. Be the person with the most energy, enthusiasm, and excitement for what you're building. This will draw people in, and it will contribute to your success. And I see this all the time. Some of the most extraordinary people have joined our team. And when I say team, I mean everyone. Interns, independent contractors, employees, investors, customers, users. And it's these people that propel us forward. So let me share an example. We launched a college ambassador program, and we've spent the last few months cultivating those on-campus relationships. And this week, I saw a blog post that one of our users shared out to Twitter. And this is an abbreviated version of what she said. Her name is Lane. She's probably 19 years old and goes to Fordham University in New York. And she wrote, Glamhive. This gets filed under fashion since it's my new favorite fashion app. Where other companies have failed, Glamhive has won. Glamhive has made retail therapy even more rewarding. On Glamhive, you earn Gs, which are points, for shopping and sharing, and you win no matter what. You are ultimately earning money to shop and to help others shop. It's a dream come true. Well, for me on that day, that blog post was a dream come true because I can see that she caught the spirit. We were able to bring her in and share the vision, and now she's part of our team. So have spirit. It's contagious, and when others catch it, they will share your passion and your vision too, and they will help you to succeed. Our new app launched yesterday on iTunes. I would love for you all to download it. Please follow us on Twitter @Glamhive. Thank you so much, and good luck.